Are y'all tired of the ball fried yet? Mr. Triple H? I'm just saying. This was supposed to be the most star-studded Royal Rumble. But, you know what we got? We got no fucking surprises. Somebody hit that intro. Let's get into this video.
Commandments, wow. Man, can't tell me nothing about this coke. Can't tell me nothing about this crack, this weed.
Alright, y'all. So today we are going over the Royal Rumble. And the reason why I wanted to go over the Royal Rumble, because I wasn't even going to make this video. I really wasn't. I wasn't going to make the video, but I had to. So first thing first. I got to talk about the Women's Royal Rumble. I don't have that many complaints about the Women's Royal Rumble. The only complaint that I really have is, where was the surprises? We had 2 surprises. It wasn't really that crazy. I mean, we knew Brie Bella was going to come back. She was supposed to come back in SummerSlam, so we knew that was going to happen. And then we had Tiffany Stratton return. Cool, great. But the whole aspect of the Royal Rumble, which I'm talking about in the men's as well, we love surprises. Don't get me wrong. The Women's Royal Rumble was the best Rumble I've seen yet. It was fire. I can't lie. I really enjoyed that Royal Rumble. You have people that are upscaling their career, and then you have people that got elevated. It was really, really good. I knew in my pick video where I was picking the winners, I picked Liv Morgan, which I knew Liv Morgan was going to win. It was kind of obvious. You know, she's been in every single Royal Rumble, never won it. You know, they're hyping her up to win, which I'm not mad about. Liv Morgan plays her part right. So the Women's Royal Rumble, I don't have that many complaints about. I give the Women's Royal Rumble like a good 8 out of 10. It was solid. The only reason why I don't give it a 10 out of 10 is because it wasn't really no surprises. The finish was great. I loved it. We got the new Jeff Hardy in the women's division. But anyways, on to AJ Styles versus Gunther. Well, I can really be mad, be like, oh, why did they retire AJ Styles? Why did they do that? That's so stupid. I don't understand. Blah, 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 blah. Like everybody been saying. But that was his choice. At the end of the day, that was AJ Styles' choice. He wanted to be done with WWE. He's probably going to go back to TNA. I did hear a report today, because I'm recording this on Sunday, that AJ Styles has no plans of wrestling. Mind you, I don't really believe that, because I think the tour is going to start whenever AJ Styles go to TNA or possibly AEW, but I don't really see him doing that because he still has ties between WWE and Triple H, and Triple H offered him a spot. You know, how the match ended, though, I have a fucking problem with. Yeah, I have a fucking problem with it. How the hell do you have one time where you bring up his hand and it drops down? John Cena got 3 before he tapped out. Knowing he's going to retire, you give him 1 and drop? I'm getting sick and tired of this Gunther bullshit. I'm getting tired of it. I'm tired of it. He's supposed to be the career killer. They just want to make a rip-off Randy Orton. He will never be Randy. I'm messing with the character. Don't get me wrong. I'm just frustrated because he keep retiring all my favorite freaking wrestlers, and I'm getting sick and tired of it. But he has the most heel heat, and it's working. We can't say it's not working, but that end of the match was terrible. I like how he got beat down, and AJ Styles came back up. It was a classic, like, Russian versus American Rocky fight. You know what I'm saying? But giving him 1 chance to go down and then not, like, you know, stall it for us and give us some sort of emotion towards the ending. So going like this and dropping it, that's all you're going to do? That was fucking pathetic. Terrible ending. Not mad that he retired because that's his choice, but terrible ending. Next match, we got Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. I don't know about y'all, but like that match was kind of mid. It was. Mind you, I love WWE. I don't want y'all to think I'm here to hate on WWE and all I'm gonna do is hate. I'm just gonna spill the truth. The Royal Rumble was mid. It was. So with Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn, I just didn't really enjoy it. You know, Sami Zayn should have got a better match out of that. Especially with him being in Saudi. He won in his first hometown. His second hometown, I would have loved to see a spoil, like a little flip, something we weren't expecting, and have him win the belt. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not mad about Drew holding the belt, but it would have been a cool little thing. They could have had him drop the belt before Chamber. It would have been cool for Saudi fans to get a pop, especially after AJ Styles match. It seemed like Saudi wasn't even really that into that match for real. You know what I'm saying? So it felt weird. He got hit with claymores to finish it. You know, Sammy did his thing, classic, get beat up and then fight back. And then, you know, Drew McIntyre ended up telling him to look me in my eyes, kicked him right in the face, claymore. You know, so the match was just mid to me. It was meh. I don't know if it's just because I didn't really like that AJ Styles in it and I was letting it affect me, but I was kind of mad about that, you know? I don't know. Like, y'all let me know down in the comments. Am I tripping? I just felt like the match was mid. I thought it was going to be way better than that, you know? It wasn't any close calls for real that I thought, dang, Sammy actually could win this. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's my only problem with that one. It was just mid. Everything, it was the Royal Mid Rumble, bro. Like, it was mid. Okay, so let's get into the men's Royal Rumble. So, first things first, I even had in my prediction video, I was torn between Braun Breaker, Roman Reigns. I did not expect Braun Breaker to get his ass kicked before he got in the ring. So that was a surprise. And then now we have a storyline to play with it because we don't know if it was Seth Rollins, Logan Paul, Austin Theory. They say Chris Jericho, but it's not Chris Jericho. Shit, Finn Balor. You know, we don't know who that is. So that's pretty cool, you know. I did like how Obafemi is they making him a star, right? So they having him eliminating a bunch of people. Not mad about that at all. What I am mad about is there were no surprises for real. Mr. Iguana, I like him. That's not the surprise I want. They had all these people from Lucha Underground, you know? And I wasn't, like, that wasn't really what I wanted to see. Now, it doesn't matter what I want to see. I'm talking about the world. Everybody was waiting for guess who? Break the Walls Down or Judas to play, right? They hyped it up. They played it. They even went into it on Raw. Adam Pearce talking about Break the Walls Down. Oh, yeah, also, it could be Adam Pearce, too. Could be Adam Pearce, who that masked person is, or getting his revenge back, and Adam Pearce is doing something. But anyways, we were hoping to hear Y2J. It's not like we had no reason to believe it, you know? But if you still look on AEW page, he's still active on AEW. So I kind of told my girlfriend, I was like, yeah, we're not going to see him. I want to, but we're not. It wasn't nothing crazy surprise-wise. Javon Evans had a good Rumble. You know, Oba had a good Rumble. Brock Lesnar was in there for a stint. We did have Powerhouse Hobbs, Royce Keys, debut. But he was only in there for like 2 minutes, 5 minutes, something max. Whenever I saw him and Cody, though, in that ring, that was fire. That was beautiful. That was something that two worlds meeting together, you know, AEW now, WWE. That was something really, really cool. People don't understand that because people don't really watch AEW, that watch WWE. And that was a good moment, you know. Mr. Iguana played his part. He's supposed to be in there and get the laughs. That's cool. But we're going to get somebody in there and get the laughs. Like, where was R-Truth this year? And something I also noticed, we didn't have any giant in the Royal Rumble this year. If I'm not mistaken, maybe last year was the first time, but every year before, I know last year, we had a giant in the Royal Rumble. I can't tell you if 2025 we did. I was supposed to go to that, and I can't remember. But we didn't have any sort of giant in the Royal Rumble. Is that not off to y'all? Does that not make any sense? You know, we have Nia Jax where everybody has to eliminate her, which I never saw her get eliminated, you know. And then, don't get me, y'all know I love Jey Uso. Y'all know I do. Look, I got the Jey Uso side plates on the World Heavyweight Championship. You had Jey Uso yeeting for like 5, 7, 8, 10 minutes, and we didn't even get to see, like, y'all eliminated Brock Lesnar in the middle of Jey Uso entrance. That's Brock fucking Lesnar. Make that make sense. Make it make sense. So I didn't like that either. That was weird. I didn't even get to see Brock Lesnar for real get eliminated. And then we had Jey Uso yeeting up a storm, right? And then the ref ended up telling him, "Hey, like get in the ring." You know what I'm saying? I don't know if something happened, but I don't mind yeeting. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with the yeeting, but that was just hella long. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody get their pyro. Like if you're a big star, you get it. You get the fireworks, you get all that stuff. But that was crazy. He came through the crowd for a Royal Rumble entry. That was wild. I ain't gonna fake it. You know what I'm saying? It took forever. And then they had him run it back. Roman Reigns hit him. That was cool. So let's get down to the nitty gritty, right? Roman Reigns won. Am I happy? I predicted he was gonna win. It all depends on how they use him. And it all depends if he's gonna be there. If Roman Reigns is not gonna be there and show up to TV, that's where I have a problem. We need him to show up because it's no other better champion in the last 5 years than Roman Reigns. That man carried WWE. So, am I mad about it? No. Am I happy about it? Nah, kinda. I'm in the middle right now. I can't really tell you how happy I am or how mad I am. I just want to see how the story plays out. Because, I mean, who all did we have to win? I would have liked to see Randy win, but he don't really need the Rumble. He's chasing 15, so he can be like, hey, I want a title shot. He can get a title shot. I don't think he's going to pick Drew. I think they're going to set up CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. And, he had a World Heavyweight Championship because I don't think he's ever held the World Heavyweight Championship. He has held a World Heavyweight Championship, but I don't think he's ever hold one that looks like that. Look like the big gold or look like that. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be cool to see him on his shoulder. See that belt on his shoulder. But, this Royal Rumble just got me all over the place. It was kind of just simply mid. It was the mid Rumble. Royal Rumble was the mid Rumble. And that's really all I can say. You know what I'm saying? Did y'all really like it? Did y'all really enjoy it? You know what I mean? Having AJ Styles retire, I feel like that blew a lot of people. Knowing he's going to retire, that's not like his fault, but it was 10 years. It was 2016 to 2026. He wore the same gear. So it was very, very poetic in his part. But it was kind of hard to watch after that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all, Roman Reigns is your winner. Liv Morgan is your winner. Not mad at Liv Morgan. I'm partially okay with Roman Reigns. He just needs to be on TV more. And he had the right storyline. We're going to let us see it. But y'all, we going to Elimination Chamber. Elimination Chamber is going to really tie in everything here. Because, Cody Rhodes got screwed over by Drew McIntyre. We saw that in the Rumble. So we got to see. I think Cody's going to win the Chamber. Then it could be a triple threat. Or it could be Jacob Fatu against Drew McIntyre. I'm going to say that for another video because that's going to be my predictions for a WrestleMania card. But anyways, y'all, if y'all enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. And until next time, I ain't going to say nothing more, nothing less. I'm gone. Peace.